Hello guys, in this lecture we will learn about the JRE, JDK, JIT and JVM. What are they? And after that we will go ahead for the first program of the Java language and we will discuss the architecture of that particular program, and after that we will execute that particular program to get the output. So let's start. So JDK has understanding as Java Development Kit. JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment, JVM stands for Java Virtual Machine, and JIT stands for Just in Time. What are they? We will discuss one by one. So first one is Java Runtime Environment. As we know that environment is the thing in which all the possible things are present for which we are assigned a task, and the particular environment will support the task to execute. Here also the JRE provides the minimum requirement for executing a Java application. Okay, so it consists of Java Virtual Machine JVM, the supporting classes, the packages and supporting files from those packages. Okay, so JRE doesn't require any development tool like Java compiler, debugger, error checker. Okay, so it only just provide the environment to execute that particular program, including the JVM class libraries, a supporting file, etc. JRE is the implementation of JDM, so it provides a platform to execute Java programs. Now next one is JDK, Java Development Kit. What is Java Development Kit? You can say that JDK is the superclass of JRE. Java Development Kit is the core component of the Java environment. It includes the JVM, all the components inside the JRE, what is required to make a JRE, all the components with JRE, as well as the compiler, debugger, interpreter, the error checker, class loader, all those things are included into that particular JDK. So it provides all the tools, executable and binary requirement to compile that particular code, debug, execute a Java program. All the environment the JDK will provide. It also includes the JRE inside this. It is platform specific software, actually JDK. That is why we have separate installer for Windows, Mac and Unix system. You have to go to the official website of Java. Over there is a link for different type of operating systems. Like for Windows, if you want to download the JDK program, there is separate downloader. For Mac, you want to download that program, there is separate downloader. For Macintosh, you need to download something. This is separate downloader for this. So JDK is platform dependent and it includes all the required thing for a Java program to develop and build and execute. We can say that JDK is the superset of JRE since it contains the JRE with Java compiler, debugger and core classes. So current version which is running in the market of JDK is JDK 11, that is called as Java 11. Next topic is JVM. JVM is called as Java Virtual Machine. It's an abstract machine that doesn't physically exist. So JVM provides a runtime environment in which Java bytecode can execute. So it is not present physically on that particular device. It is runs virtually. It can also run those programs which are written in other languages and compiled to the Java bytecode. The structure you can see. First of all, we have to write the Java programs, and the Java program compiles into the intermediate code that is called as bytecode. The bytecode, with the help of JVM, it will execute and it will convert to the machine code, and machine code will process with the CPU and it will give the output. Okay, so that JVM is actually platform dependent. So JVM is platform dependent property, and it's a specification, a document that describe requirement of JVM implementation. Okay, so actually the JVM is virtually present on particular machine according to that particular machine's property, and bytecode, wherever that bytecode come to that particular JVM is machine dependent, including the functionality of that particular operating system, whether it is Windows, whether it is a Mac, whether it is Unix, Linux, whatever platform is there, it controls the execution environment of that particular operating system, and it can execute that particular bytecode in that particular system. That is why Java is called as platform independent. So if we talk about the JVM, so it is an abstract machine that is platform dependent and has three notions actually. First one is specification. So what is a specification? It is a document that describes requirement of JVM implementation. Whatever implementation JVM requires, all things are written inside that. Second one is a computer program that meets JVM requirement. Third one and last one is the instance, that is an application and implementation that executes Java bytecode. So this is all about the JVM by which we can run our program in any platform. Next one is just in time. So JIT is the part of JVM that optimize bytecode to machine specific language compilation by compiling similar bytecode at the same time. So hence reducing overall time taken for the compilation of the bytecode to machine specific language. So just the reduction of the overall compilation time for completing that particular bytecode to the machine specific code, that is called a machine code. This is the proper functionality of JIT, and it is also included inside the JVM. That is why it is called as a part of JVM. So next one, if we talk about to create the first Java program, so for that we need some components to develop the Java program. So first component is that you have to install the JDK. As you know that JDK has the JRE, debugger, compiler, the classes, required file, all these things that provide you environment to run any type of program. So first of all, we have to install the JDK. You can go to the official site of Oracle. From over you can download the JDK for Windows, and after that you have to install it. After installing that particular JDK, it will create a Java folder inside the C drive program files, and you have to set the permanent path of that particular JDK in the environment variable. We will discuss it through the examples, no problem. After that, you have to use any type of writer or editor. You can simply use the normal notepad file and save that notepad file with the Java extension, or you can use any type of IDE, okay, like NetBeans, Eclipse, okay. So some of the required editors are given as Notepad++, Atom, Sublime, Komodo Edit, Sugar Genie. You can use these editors to write the Java program, or simply you can use the Notepad file exists in the Windows operating system, or you can install the IDE, integrated development environment, like NetBeans and Eclipse, that will give you the more functionality to develop the Java program. So first of all, if I'll go to develop the first program that is written over here, this one. So everything we discussed, that this is the object oriented programming language. So everything should be written inside the class, and so here we have defined the class name as demo. Okay, so demo is the name of the class is the keyword. Along with that, we have public static void main, and inside that string args. So this is the main method of the Java program from where you can start the execution of that particular program, and system.out.println, and inside that it is written as hello. So this line will use to print the hello message after the execution. So this is the program. If we write that program, and we have to save the file with the file name with along with java.java extension, and after that you have to open the notepad, and minimizing the notepad, you have to open the command prompt. From the command prompt, you have to go to the actual location of that particular file where you have saved that particular file, and after that, you for compilation you have to write the java c space the file name dot java. So here we have considered the file name as java.demo. So we here the demo.java is the our file name, and we have to compile that file with the command java c demo.java. After the compilation, the demo.java will convert into a .class file that will be the bytecode file, and to execute that bytecode file we have the java, and after that file name demo, and after that it will give the output to you. If you want to see the bytecode, you have to run the command java p hyphen c. After that demo, that is the file name, you will get the bytecode over the command prompt. So here let's describe what is the use of public static void main. So why it is not written only void main like C programming language. So public keyword is used to make the execution, to make that particular execution accessible throughout the environment of that particular system. Static is written, that is why if you want to, I have told you that everything are written inside the class, and that class properties, data members and member method can be accessed through the object only in the java. But if you don't want to use the object to access the particular data, then you have to use the static keyword over here, that doesn't require to extract the data with the help of object. So public is written, that is why its scope will be public in our throughout the environment of our laptop or desktop or the machine. And static is written, that is why you need not to create the object to access the hello world over here. And main is the void is means it doesn't require any return type, and main is the main program designed to execute it. And inside that string args is written, this is called as command line arguments. That means in java everything is accepted in the form of string. Okay, so that command line arguments, how we use it, we will discuss in the later lecture. Below that, if you I want to print anything, we have to write system.out.println. So why we use system.out.println? So if we see that system is the class, okay, everything is written in the libraries when developed. So libraries are called over here packages. So every package there are different type of functionality, and in that those packages, the java classes and functions are written over here. If I want to use those classes, functions and library files, we have to use the particular method to access that particular file. So the basic package for the any java program is java.lang. So here system is a class, out is a variable, and println is the method. So system is a class in the java.lang package. The out is the static member of the system class and is an instance of java.io.printstream. The println is a method of java.io.printstream. This method is overloaded to print message to output destination, which is typically a console or file. So this is the print stream is inside the IO package. If I want to access this, so we have to use the println method from there. So system.out.println combinedly used to print the message in the Java program. So here is the description over here. Let's see the live demo to create a particular Java program and execute it after installing the JDK. So here we have downloaded the JDK from the official website of Oracle. Now we have to click on that particular JDK to install this into our system. So we have clicked in our JDK and we have to install this in our system to run the Java program. So here we have to click next, and there is Java development tool. After that next, and it will start installing. So here it will ask about the by default installation folder. So here the JRE will install inside the Java folder, inside the program file of C drive. So we don't want to change it. You, if you want to change the location, you can change from here. Okay, so next we have put it over here, and after that it will start installing. So after successful installation, we will close that particular thing, and after that we have to create a notepad file and write the application. So before that, we have to set the permanent path of that particular JDK. So for that, we have to click the Windows button, and after that we have to go to the properties. So for that, we have to click on the this PC, right click, and we have to go to the properties. And in properties, we see that advanced system settings. In advanced system settings, we have to go to the environment variable, and here we can drag it, and there is a path. So we have to double click on that particular path. The path will give you such type of things. Here we have to click new. Okay, so we have to copy the path of the JDK from the C drive. So we have to go to the C drive first. So here we can see inside the C drive, we have to go to the program files, and here is the Java. Inside the Java, there is JDK installed and JRE installed. So we have to go to the JDK. Inside the JDK, we have to go to the bin. If you see that there is Java C, that is the Java compiler that is responsible to compile your program and convert it into the bytecode. So here, till here, we have to take the path of that particular thing, and we have to set the path of that particular Java compiler permanently. So we have to copy the path of that particular Java C. So we have to copy the path from here, Control C, and again we will go to the previous opened file here, previous opened file, and here we have to click the new, and inside that we have to paste it. After that, okay, then okay. Now we have set our permanent path. So it is set permanently. Now you can access any of Java program from there. So we have to open the notepad file, and we have to write the first program of Java. So we have to open the notepad file. Here we have to here we have to open this one and type notepad, and after opening the notepad, here we have to write the program. So we should write the program class demo, and inside that we have to open and close this, and inside that we have to write public static void main, and here a string. S should be capital because string is a class inside the Java. So class name should be, it is the convention that class name inside the Java should be start with the capital letter. So here I have written the class name string s as small, and inside that we have given this one, and here system is the class. So we have to write s capital system system dot out dot print ln, and here we have to give the hello world. Okay, so now here file, you have to save that file with the Java extension. So I have to write the file name as demo dot java, and here text file should be all file, and after that we have to save that particular file. I have saved that particular file in the desktop. Okay, so I have saved that particular file. So you can say you can see that demo file is saved over here. Now I have to run this particular file. So here we have again open the cmd command prompt, and with the use of that command prompt we have to first go to the location. So where is my file saved? On the desktop. So we have to go on the desktop, and here we have to first compile that particular file. For compilation we have to write java c and the file name demo.java what we have saved, and we have clicked it. So it is saying that static, this one is that error class not. We have to write static and the spelling mistake is there. So let me see to improve it. Let me see. Okay, so we have to write the static 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 and save that file again. Then again we have to compile that particular file. Then again it is saying that this is void, some mistakes over there, public static void string something. So let me see first. So we have improved it. Again we have to write java c, then the file name demo.java, and here it is compiled. After compilation you can see that there is the class file over here. That class file is the bytecode file for you. Okay, so that class whatever written inside that class file, if I want to see, then we have to open this, and here we have to write java p hyphen c, then the file name demo. So it is the bytecode, the loading program, invocation, returning, what is the static inside that, what is the virtual function it is calling, okay, print stream method, print ln method, all these things are written over there. So this is a platform independent code. You can run that particular platform. So now we have to execute that thing. So for execution we have a command java and the file name without the extension. The file name is demo. If you click on that, so it is not found, it is not able to load the main class demo. Okay, let me see why. So here d is the small letter. Okay, in the class, so you can see in the class d is in a small letter. Here demo, d is in a small letter. So we have to write the exact class name for the execution. Here we have to write java and demo here. So here is what, here is your output whatever you have written inside the main. So in this way you can execute the java program and write the java program. Hope you are understanding those things. Thank you.